You know my nerves bad when I gotta do 3 pimp talks in a motherfucking day. 3 in one day? Jesus Christ, what's going on? It gotta be something popping. But I can tell you right now why they not shooting these people. And I'm not just gonna give you the obvious reason. You see what I'm saying? It's more than just one reason why they not shooting these people. It's a few reasons why they not shooting these people. Ooh, traffic looking bad. Fuck, that's annoying. But I want to get into this shit because this right here, this might be the turning point America needed. You see what I'm saying? This right here, this might be what the minorities needed to see in 2020. You see what I'm saying? This right here, you can't deny this one. You can't sugarcoat this one. You can't placate this one. You can't fake the funk. You can't make up scenarios to make it cool. They went straight to the Oval Office. And think how good propaganda is. They would decide to riot and attack the White House the day that the Democratic Party takes over the Senate and the House of Representatives. How many of y'all knew that happened today? How many of y'all knew that the Senate and the House right now is currently controlled by Democrats because of the Georgia election? How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all knew that? The worst part about white privilege, we got to stop saying white privilege like we don't know where it came from. We got to stop acting like we in a country that's for us, okay? They not gonna shoot they own, okay? They not gonna shoot they own. That's all I'm gonna say. We not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's just like, of course it's white privilege, but let's start with the fact of, yeah, they gonna shoot they own. They not gonna shoot they own, okay? They not. We shoot our own, okay? Other races shoot they own. White people not finna shoot they own. Because at the end of the day, there's way more white people than it is any one other race. So yeah, the white people may be a minority in the sense of in comparison to everybody else, but they are still a majority in the sense of if you took one race and put them against white people. So they're not finna shoot their own people. Because at the end of the day, they need their own people. They do. In their mind, they don't need black people. They don't need Hispanics. They don't need Middle Eastern people. They're a luxury. They're nice. You see what I'm saying? They cool. They here. But when it comes to, shit, I'm not finna, what the fuck? You think that white congressmen and a white president is finna tell them to commit a white genocide? Because there's enough white people out there right now for if them to shoot the amount of people that they should be shooting, it would be a whole genocide in DC right now. I do understand what people saying about why they not shooting them like they would be shooting us. I want to tell you right now, in 2020, if we organize like that, I would like to see how many of us would actually get shot before we took that bitch over. What white people just did, can be done. Can be done. That's all I'm gonna say. What white people just did can be done by other races. We fear that they're gonna kill us. I'm gonna tell you right now, enough of us pop out the right way, in 2020, they ain't killing shit. I bet you money. I bet you money. They gonna want to. Did I already pass my exit? I don't think I did. But let's, if we gonna have to start mobilizing a little different. See, the reason that they feel like that they can shoot us is because they know we just gonna march peacefully. We just gonna march peacefully. Y'all worried about what the fuck would have happened to us, nigga, in Milwaukee when we started fucking shit up? What they did besides be scared than a bitch? What they did? They was scared than a motherfucker. I bet you they wanted to bring the National Guard out, and what the fuck we did? Burnt the police station down? I mean, if we really mobilized, are we really mobilizing? We done did it before, so I don't want to sit here and act as if, oh, black people can't do that, and if it was black people, why we would have all got shot? We wouldn't have all got shot. They would have tried to shoot one of us and see if we would have bitched up. And if we ain't bitch up and we mobilize, and they gonna try to see if we gonna bitch up. But I can tell you right now, no, they're not finna shoot that many Americans. They're not finna shoot that many Americans. I don't care what race they is. Y'all think, I know. Y'all think I know. I'm ex-military. A lot of the ex-military is black and minorities. They can't mobilize the ex-military against the entire American public, because then you have your entire military turning against its own superiors. That's why they do it in small amounts, and that's why they do certain motherfucking military groups, because they already know to be nervous. Is the exit Kaufman or Dallas? It's Dallas? Okay. They already know what's up. Are you ready to mobilize? Are you ready to do that with other black people? One of us could potentially get shot. 10 of us could potentially get shot. But we damn sure gonna get our motherfucking point across, so we gonna burn some shit down. You better ask Milwaukee. You better ask Los Angeles. You better ask. It was SWAT team members getting murdered. It was motherfucking police officers getting murdered. Why? Because there's not enough of them. White people just showed y'all what an American motherfucking group can do when they upset and they don't give a fuck. Y'all need to watch how white people just did that. Watch what they just did. Stop saying, oh, we can't do that. And yes, the fuck we can. Are you about it? I don't want to hear shit about we can or can't do a fucking thing. Are you about it? Are you ready to potentially die? I am. Are you ready to mobilize? I am. So if it's that time, it's that time. But don't bitch up now because you seen white people do it. They walked right in the White House. They walked in that hole. Of course, they not gonna show you the people that got beat the fuck up and arrested, but they gonna show you the people that made it. They can't arrest everybody. They can't. You really think they finna just start shooting Americans? Alright. Alright. Are y'all ready? Or do y'all want to just talk about what white people could do that we can't? Are y'all ready? Are we finna sit here and just play games like, you see what I'm saying? There ain't motherfucking millions of us. It's millions of us. You think they finna completely do a genocide on black people? No. Y'all not ready to mobilize. We too unorganized. And we soft. I don't want to hear shit about no peaceful fucking protests. I ain't marching a fucking place. Fuck a march. White people don't march, they mobilize. Fuck a march. They might. The government only care about money and people who got money. Then why is it that black people are the most consuming and spending group of people in America? They will not genocide all of us. They will not. They'll try to bitch you. One of us might get shot. Two of us might get shot. Are we gonna bitch up afterwards? Or are we gonna mobilize? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Is it Buckner or is it the one after Buckner?
It's Elam.
Huh?
It's Elam.
It's Elam, okay. Let's be 1,000. I'm just trying to look. I'm tired of hearing this. We can't do. I know exactly what the fuck we can do. I've seen what the fuck black people do when they've been pushed to the brink. Now think if we added some other races. Think if we added the Hispanics to the same plight, because they going through the same shit we going through. Middle Eastern, they going through the same shit we going through. Some Asian sections, but a lot of Asian subsections, especially after what happened, you know what I mean, with the wars and shit like that, Asians have been really leaning towards the white side. Which is fine, y'all been getting privileged. It's a skin tone thing. It's understandable. They fuck with the lighter hues of whatever it is. They like light-skinned black people, they like light-skinned Hispanic people, and they like Asian people because Asians have a lighter hue to them. They treat Filipino people like they Mexican, though. They don't treat them like they Asian. It's about the hue in the skin. I don't know, something about white people, they really like fine, fair hues. You see what I'm saying? If your hue is fair, and it don't got too much sharpness to it, then they loving it. And I'm not just going, like I said, this isn't for me to bash white people. Because we are in their America. This ain't ours. They came and snatched us up from our country. It was like, hey, nigga, y'all live here now. So with that, I'm not finna sit here and do, because I always preface anytime I complain about some shit in America with we are in their America. So let's not forget that. But at the same time, we need to be, yeah. So please don't ever take this as this. I'm taking this to compliment the white people in the White House. I'm taking this as I'm complimenting them. What I mean by that is, cash up her $10. I'll send it to you. Hold on. My bad, I'm doing illegals. I'm gonna cash up you extra $10.
All right,
Bet. See you later. My bad. Now that that's over with, we can get back to what I was saying. I'm here to praise those white people. That was such a that is an act of patriotism, in my personal opinion. Even if it was a stupid act, even if I don't agree with what they agree with, as an American, you have the right to fuck shit up if your government is doing something you don't like. We've been doing that for hundreds of years. See, the issue is black people feel like we got to do it peacefully. No, the fuck we don't. We don't have to do it peacefully. The reason that they feel like that they can pop us like they can, the reason that they feel like that they can bitch us like they can is because we ain't gangster like we used to be. Nigga, we used to be gangster in a hoe. Like, Black Panther Party, and niggas actually fought for slavery. God damn it, nigga, we used to be gangstered in a bitch. Used to set shit on fire. We didn't used to take shit motherfucking sitting down like no motherfucking hoes and shit. I'm not with that peaceful protest shit. I'm not with that. And that's why we fucking up in the first place. And that's why we in the situations that we in right now. Because, of course, a nigga gon'... How many of you motherfuckers keep taking a high road in your relationship and keep getting cheated on? What do you think white people doing to black people? If you gonna keep acting like a bitch, I'm gonna keep bitching you. I see it. If you gonna keep acting like a hoe, I'm gonna keep hoeing you. So, are you a hoe? America? Black America? Hispanic America? Middle Eastern America? Are you a hoe? Because peaceful protest is begging people to change. I force a motherfucker to change. What the fuck I'm begging you for? Because that don't have me in no position of power if I'm begging you. I'm not in no position of power. I'm in a position of weakness. Because it is up to you if you decide to be a better person or not. I'm not going to leave that up to you to decide if you're going to choose to maybe be a better person to me. No. No. This is why we keep getting treated the way that we getting treated. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. And it's not fair. Ramika Harper says, blacks are not playing this right. It's called being smart. They keep us down and dumb because unity is what will change the world. Yes. And they know that. Yeah. And it's not a whole lot of people, man. It's not like it's this big, super huge conglomerate. You see what I'm saying? These is people that we appointed in power. Anybody that has power in America, we put there. Either we bought their products or we voted for them. So if you don't like the way that America's running, you voted for them. So we have to do better. Georgia just won the House and the Senate. Something that we did not think was possible because Georgia is usually a red state. But what did we do? We flipped that bitch. But y'all don't know what y'all votes mean. Y'all don't know what power y'all have protesting. And that's why white people be fucking putting their fucking elbows and they fucking toes on our necks. White people don't like some shit, they fuck it up. I like that shit. That shit looked good to me. I don't even know what they was over that fucking shit up for, but I liked it. Why? Because it made me think about what we could do if we mobilized. Make me think about what we could do if we organized. Make me think about what we could do if we optimized. It just gives me hope. Makes me feel good. And that's what I need. I need people to realize that peaceful protest ain't always the answer. What Shelby Wiley say? We're the reason the country is that it is. People are ignorant to the power they possess. My bad if I'm reading slow, I'm driving as well. People are ignorant to the power they possess. Just tap into that shit. Educate yourself. You right, Shelby. You're right. You're right. You're right. We don't know the power that we have. Black people are at least 11 to 13% of America. 11 to 13% of America sways every election in the entire America. Period. Every election will get swayed if the entire 13% was of a singular mind. Facts. If the entire 13%, which is all the black people in America, at least 10% will sway every single election in America, period. All of them. Now, are you ready to make those moves? Are you ready to make those changes? Are you ready to go about it that way? Are you? You have to be. Put that shit in the GPS. I don't know where the hell I'm going. You have to be. Because if you're not ready, then you're always going to look at somebody else motherfucking mobilizing and shit, and them getting what they wanted done and shit, and you going to be upset like, oh man, if that was black people, they would shoot all of us, but they would shoot all 300,000 of us. That's my question. Do you think they would really shoot 300,000 Americans? Do you think they would shoot 10,000 Americans? black, white, Asian, Hispanic, do you think they would do it in 2020 and get away with it? No. 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 It would be hell to pay. What's my exit? Railroad?
The next one.
Next one? Alright. Bexer?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just talk, man, come on now. They're not shooting 10,000 Americans. They're not shooting 5,000 Americans. They're not. It's probably about 10,000 people taking over the White House right now. That's crazy. I just had a police officer following me for a large period of time. I didn't even realize till just now. But that's what happens when you drive safe and your car got the proper paperwork on it. You could talk on the phone and do pimp talks while you're driving and still be safe. Speaking of which, I appreciate everybody for listening to me today. Don't sell yourself short as a people. Don't sell yourself short as a race. Black, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, you see what I'm saying? Asian, you see what I'm saying? You gotta understand, think about it. These white people just showed you what's up. Hey, if you wanna fuck some shit up, just fuck it up. If too many of y'all do it, then what's gonna happen? Y'all remember how y'all talk about they gonna shoot all the black people for going attack the White House. They didn't shoot all of y'all when y'all was robbing all of the stores and shit and looting and shit. They didn't shoot all of you guys. Actually, they didn't shoot most of y'all. I don't think anybody. They actually only shot people. They shot somebody, then the looting started. So with that, y'all think y'all could maybe put that vandalism and rioting towards something that's of a better cause than maybe trying to get a PlayStation and some Jordans? You said, what am I turning on? Oh, it's 1.1. Okay. Ramika Harper says, white people known how to control and manipulate black people because we are uneducated and we all we see is money and jewels. That's why they think it's okay to kill us. They give us little money and everything is okay. I love it. I love it. Ramika Harper again. We can change white people when they give us money and gifts and stuff we need to turn that down and focus on big issues. They controlling us. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not like they controlling us in a way where it can't stop immediately with a thought process. They doing it the best way. They controlling us in a way where it doesn't even feel like control. It feels like we getting what we want. They're just manipulating what we think that we want. They're giving us what we want. They're just telling us what to want. You can tell yourself what to want. Ramika. Okay. That is a cute name. Ramika was regular. Ramika was a regular name. Ramika's a cute ass name. I actually like, okay, I like Ramika better. At the light turn right? I like Ramika better. I ain't gonna even lie, I like Ramika better. So right here? Yeah. Alright. Let's rephrase this. Ramika Harper says, right. The road, some money in our face, and we don't care who they killed, who they shot, put $1 million in your hand and they think they killed. Yep. Yep. You forget all of that. You forget all of that with the money. Reason being, because the wealth, even if it's generational wealth, even if it's wealth that could be for you and your family forever, you still are getting paid by someone else. A lot of the times. Unless you own your own shit and you're building your own shit, you're still getting paid by someone else. Even if that motherfucker's paying you $10 million, they paying you. And when somebody's paying you, they feel like that you work for them. And that's how white people treat the other races in America. That's the main thing. White people treat the other races in America like employees. Like they are employed to America. Like you work for America. And white people are America. That's the thing. White people feel as though they are America, and they feel as though the other races are in America. That's why they are so strong about patriotism. That's why they feel so strongly about their flags. That's why they feel so strongly about their land, because they feel it's a part of them. It's a part of who they are. Whereas they feel as though we are guests, or visitors, or we're brought here to work for America. Which of course isn't the case. But that is what they brought us here for. Especially the black people. They never brought black people here to be people. And you don't think that after generation and generation and generation, they still ain't forgot that shit? I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not excusing their behavior, but if dogs just became intelligent overnight, it would be hard for me to think a dog was a person. Even if they could do the same things we could do, think the same things that we think, and should have the same rights that we have. If I always saw them as an animal, then it would be hard for me to see them as a person. They were taught that we weren't people. Ramika Harper. White people are so smart, they make us think we have black-owned businesses, but in reality, it's the white people who own the building that we are renting for our business. White people own the land that the building is sitting on. You're right. You're right. They know what they're doing. But at the same time, you gotta know what you want out of this country. You gotta know what you want out of this country. And we gotta go for that. And if we want a lot of shit, how do you ask your kids to want for shit? You ask them to ask for shit one at a time, right? They already don't want to give us the shit. So if we gotta demand the shit, if we gotta force the shit out of them, then let's force one thing at a time, starting from the most important to the least important. I need police reform first. I need that first. Because right now, it's too easy to be a police officer. I need there to be more training for police officers. It's too easy. I had to go to 10 weeks of vigorous training to be in the military. How long is police training? I have no idea. How long is it? I had to go to a place secluded from the rest of the world for 10 weeks and get my mind and my body altered to become a motherfucking soldier in the military. But how long does it take for these police officers? Ramika, I would definitely add you, but you would have had to let me know at the beginning of the episode that you would have wanted to be on. It does affect me saving and the sound quality for when I place it on YouTube and all of the streaming sites. So in future reference, if you ever want to be on a Pimp Talk episode, just let me know ahead of time and we can do that initially so that way it doesn't affect the audio. I do appreciate you wanting to come on and keep talking that shit because I love that shit so much. I love that shit that you talking. That is Ramika Harper. Y'all make sure to give her a follow. She's one of my close friends. Now back to what I was saying. Please, please, stop looking at these white people like you can't learn from them. Stop looking at these white people like black people can't do that. Yes, we can. Stop saying we can't do shit. They've been telling us we can't do shit forever. How much shit have they told black people that they can't do? How much? How much shit have they told black people that they couldn't do? We can do it if we want to. Or do we want to mobilize? Do we want to organize? Do we want to antagonize? Do we want to optimize? Do we want to? Because if we want to do those things, then we will be able to. We just got to put ourselves in a situation where we're of a singular mind. We have to be of a singular mind. We have to be of a singular goal. We have to be of a singular purpose. It's the only way we gonna make it. It's the only way that we're gonna get the same results that we see in these white... Man, these white people took over the White House. It's congressmen and senators that's scared. They don't want to come outside. They are scared. I want that power. We have that power. We just got to use that power. You said this Masters right here? Or you just said on Masters? Okay. We have that power if we wield it. Are we willing to wield it? Are we willing to use it? Ramika Harper. My dad is a sergeant for the Dallas Police Department. He used to teach at Dallas Police Academy for over 15 years. And we are from Mississippi. And he told me when he retired, he moved back to Mississippi. They are still beating black people down there. Oh, wow. Wow, they still beating black people in Mississippi. Wow, craziness, horrifying. What Micah Harper continues to say, the police is fucked. He tried to become the new chief of police in Mississippi, and they told him he could not change the way that they handled black people. Wow. He couldn't change the way that they handle black people because it affects that they sponsors. It affects their bottom line. Unfortunately, now that the system is set up the way that it's set up, it takes money out of people's pockets to not beat black people. It literally takes money out of police officers' pockets, out of motherfucking correctional officers' pockets, out of a lot of people's pockets to not be beating and fucking subjugating black people. The subjugation of black people and Hispanics in the police department is how the police department and the jail system is properly funded. State and government funding is never going to be enough. So of course, they need outside funding. That's why a lot of these prisons are independent. Prisons are independently owned for that reason right there. Because the government couldn't even afford it on their own. So they use independent contractors and shit like that, independent motherfucking prisons. They use that shit to make sure that the money flow keeps going through. Rich get richer, right? It's a rough way to go about it, man. And it hurts my feelings. Plus, it's getting a little dark. So I ain't gonna be on too long. But I do appreciate all of my guests, especially my special guest, Ramika Harper. She has been putting in a whole lot of work on this podcast. Speaking of, she got one more thing to say. Sad. This is from Ramika Harper. Sad. He even tried to teach a class down there explaining the best way to handle a traffic stop, but they will not even let him teach the class in the police academy because they already have an agenda. And until that agenda is changed, and it's not going to ever be changed, it being changed on a federal level means nothing because each state is going to do what the hell they want to do, and they're going to treat their people how they want to treat their people. So you got to be ready and do all of the local elections just as much as y'all do these motherfucking big-ass presidential elections. Your mayor, your motherfucking police chief, and all of that shit matters. Y'all got to vote for the right person. It's Younggodatm Pimp. I don't put no hoes on the strip or use a smooth talker, swift hand to break down a bitch. It is the respect that I get. Energy, effort is the time that's spent. My time is money. So they're going to reimburse every cent. If that don't make sense. Black people, please start paying attention. Please. Subscribe to Pimp Talk the podcast on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and many more places. Wherever you stream your podcast, go listen to mine. That is Pimp Talk, one word, the one word, podcast, one word. That is Pimp Talk, the podcast. I love you guys more than I love any other people in the world, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart.